everyone, it's Imogen and welcome back to Colouring Kid. In today's video I wanted to share my April haul with you, and as you know if you've watched these previous videos, this is something that I have been doing for the past few months now and I'm going to continue doing it. I really enjoy making these videos. Some of these things have been sent to me and some of the things obviously I have purchased myself, and I'm really grateful for those things that have been sent to me and I can't wait to use them. So I'm just going to get straight on and share with you the books that I have firstly. So this first one is Flowerscape by Maggie and Terios, and this was sent to me by Maggie and I was so excited to receive it. I think I did receive it at the very end of March, but I'd already filmed my haul video, so I decided to include it now. And I have already coloured in this, if you saw my completed pages video. But I've done a whole review of it and I just think it's absolutely amazing and I can't wait to colour in it more. I do have another page in here that I'm planning on hopefully getting to this month, which would be great. The paper's amazing and I'd really recommend it. This is the other one I've done as well, the Stargazer Lily, and this is the other page that I'm planning to do. So it's going to be exciting to hopefully get to it. It's just a gorgeous book and I was so excited to receive it. And yeah, I would highly recommend this one. So that is Flowerscape by Maggie and Terios. Another book that I got this month was this book by Karolina Kupakowska. And this book I purchased from Susie, from @Susie's Cottage. And as I've mentioned, I think before, in a few videos, she has set up a Facebook page where she's selling lots of her colouring supplies. If I remember, I'll put it down in the description for you. And I purchased this along with something else which I'll share with you next, and I've already coloured in this. It's absolutely gorgeous and I was really excited to get to it, and I did share these in my completed pages video. So we have this one which was the roses, and also one at the back. And there's a really interesting texture that's printed on the paper, kind of like a graphite sort of texture. I really like it and I think it adds so much to the book. I don't have any of her other books, but I think they're amazing and I would love to get them at some point. But yeah, they didn't take long as well. As I said in the completed pages video, because the grayscale's already there, it kind of takes away a lot of the work because you've got the cross-hatching texture and, you know, the darker areas. It's just wonderful. Karolina also does postcards and they are something that I think are so gorgeous as well. So highly recommend them. I would love to get some more of her books one day. I didn't expect to even be able to find this anywhere because this particular print is out of print. So I'm really grateful for to Susie for putting it on the page so I could purchase it from her. There's that one. And then the other thing that I purchased, which isn't a book, are these Polycolor 24 coloured pencils. Now, these pencils I also purchased from Susie and they are absolutely amazing. I did have them swatched somewhere, but I can't find it. Although the pencils themselves, the actual colour on the barrel does represent the colour very well. It's very close to what they actually do look like. And for the second picture that I shared with you in the Karolina Kupakowska book, these pencils I think I used pretty much exclusively and I love them. So this is the 24 set and it's specifically for portraits, which was something that I felt I needed a bit of practice with, and it's really good to have a dedicated set for them. And if I just show you the pencil, they are hexagonal. And if you haven't seen this brand before, it is a really good brand. I think it's absolutely amazing. I don't think... Oh, I have tried a few of their products before in, you know, ways of pencil, and I think I've got a rubber as well. And it's a Czech brand. So yeah, it just has numbers, although they do have names somewhere. I've seen people using specific names for these pencils, and I think you can get a 144 set somewhere on eBay. You can't get it on Amazon UK, but you can get the 72 set and they're at a really reasonable price. So yeah, these pencils are lovely and they work really well. They are a slightly harder pencil, being that they're mostly oil. But yeah, they're lovely. If I just show you here, there's a wide range of all of their different products. I have their graphite stick. I really like that. And I think I have one of their rubbers as well, as I mentioned. So yeah, they are the pencils as well. And I'm probably just going to keep them in the tin, because I think it's good with smaller sets for me to just keep them in a tin so that they don't mix with my other pencils. The final colouring book that I got this month was the Tales from the Forest Kingdom by Hannah Karlsson. Now this is the Swedish edition, and I have completed a page in here so far, and I'm pretty sure this did arrive this month. It was meant to arrive in March, but it was a bit delayed from Book Depository, so it didn't arrive till a bit later. And I went into more detail about what I used, all that sort of stuff in my completed pages video, but I did use Prismacolor, and wax pencil worked really well on this. I would say though that because the paper is quite smooth, the soft pastel that I originally put in the background didn't cling onto the paper very well. I would probably recommend using a fixative. I didn't, but maybe that would help it a bit more, just because when there's not much tooth, it's very hard. They kind of slip around the paper, and you can't really layer up with them, so it's a little bit harder. But this is gorgeous, and Hannah is already planning her next book for September, so I need to try and do a few more pages in this one. It's lovely, and it's smaller than her other series of books like Seasons and Magical Dawn. So if you're into slightly smaller books and getting pages done a bit quicker, then this is definitely the book for you. And then I've got a book to share with you that isn't actually a colouring book, but I thought it would interest some of you. I did a video, oh gosh, quite a while ago now, talking about books that I use for inspiration when I'm colouring. And this was a book that I recently saw in Waterstones that just spoke to me in terms of, you know, being really good inspiration for colour palettes and reference images and things like that. And I didn't actually have to spend any money on this, because I had a 1 for all voucher, which is something that's quite common here. They're basically vouchers that you can spend in loads of different stores. They have to be kind of mainstream stores. So I did purchase it from Book Depository, and it was £15, I think. But as I said, I had a £15 voucher left over from Christmas. So yeah, I decided to use it, and I had forgotten about it actually, which was a lovely surprise. So this is a wonderful hardback book, and it's basically a journal with lots of drawings in and information about various things that the illustrator Jo Brown has done, all in Devon, which also resonated with me because my grandparents live in Devon, and when I originally saw it I thought of them. So there are lovely drawings done here. It's so gorgeous, and I thought it would be really good to just get inspiration from, because especially here with the great tits, obviously I do blue tits quite a lot compared to them, and it's just interesting seeing the different colours. Robin here as well. There are loads of different ones, both flowers, bugs, and things like that. And then there are also some pages left blank, so I probably wouldn't write in this, but it's just lovely. And these are the exact replicas of the journal. I think they must have scanned it in or something into the book, but it's just lovely. And the hardback inside is a lovely print. So yeah, I just thought it might interest some of you. If I can find the video that I did, I will link it down in the description for you, because I find reference books so lovely. I really like using them for inspiration. I actually have a couple more that possibly I could show. If in the future I get a few more, I might do a part 2 to that video. But yeah, I really do like this, and it's such high quality, and I think it will be great to just use as inspiration in the future. So that's Secrets of a Devon Wood by Jo Brown. Okay, now on to various supplies. So the first thing I wanted to share with you were these castle art pencils. Now this is the 72 set, and I was sent these by the lovely Sue. I'm so grateful to her. She said she didn't need this set because she now has the bigger 120 set, which I believe is the biggest you can get at this current time. I've never tried Castle Art pencils before, but I've heard so many good things about them, and I've always entered the giveaways on Instagram and unfortunately been unsuccessful, but I now have these to play with, which I'm so excited about. So they did come with this case as well, which is amazing, and I will keep them in this case because I think it's so handy. And what I've done is I've swatched them on 2 pieces of card and just stuck them together, just so that the swatch is in this case, because what I want to do with these pencils is try and, for the most part, just colour pictures with them on their own rather than integrating them with my other pencils. I may do if I want to, but I want to see what I can do with just them. So I think the range of colours is lovely, especially if you love bright colours, and it's definitely something that I need to work on, you know, trying to use brighter tones. I especially love the greens in this set. There are some really lovely deep colours as well. I love this indigo light, the mulberry. What else do we have? The aubergine I really like, the Indian red. There are some lovely ones in here, and lots of creams as well, some creamy colours. So I just thought I would keep it in here because I haven't really been using my swatch book lately, and I'm thinking of redoing my swatch book anyway when I have more time in the summer, because I don't really use it that much, and I think that's partly down to how I chose to swatch my pencils in the first place. So I'll see if I change that around, but for now I think this will work well, just keeping them in the case like this. So they're wonderful, and yeah, they all fit in here really well. I've got a couple missing at the moment because I was using them on a page in Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. If I just show you one of the pencils, they have a black barrel with a dipped end, and they have names and numbers, which is brilliant. And then you have the Castle Art logo and Soft Touch on the other side. So yeah, they're amazing. And again, thank you so much, Sue. You know how, you know, you're so amazing, and I really appreciate it. It really means the world, and I think these are such a great set. I would definitely recommend them, and once I've played with them more, I will obviously show you the pictures that I've done with them in the future. But yeah, they are the Castle Art pencils. So yeah, they are amazing. Love them. Okay, the next things I have to show you are some replacement Holbein pencils, actually, not polychromos. If you're in the UK, you can purchase Holbein pencils from Jackson's Art. Again, I'll put a link in the description. Jackson's Art had a few of the pencils in, but the specific ones I wanted had been out of stock since about September, October time last year, and they were always delayed, so I was trying to get them in January, and then they were delayed, and finally they had them in stock. And there were 2 pencils that I desperately needed, and a couple of others that I did need quite a lot, and then when they came in I decided to get them. So the ones that I was in desperate need of replacing were Cherry Blossom and Horizon Blue. They are some of my favourite colours. I love them. And then originally when I was going to do an order, I didn't need replacements of these pencils, but I've been using them a lot recently and they are getting quite short. So we have brown and opal green. So these are £3 a pencil, but for the amount of time that these have lasted me, they are very good value. I've had these pencils now for 2 years, and these are the first replacements I've had to buy. And that's pretty good going for pencils, especially since these are more waxed based. They're just amazing. And as you know, they are Japanese pencils, so to be able to even get them open stock in the UK now is fantastic. And you can get them now open stock if you're in the US at art stores, I believe. I'm not sure how much they are there, but I think Jackson's Art is the only place currently in the UK that are selling these. So even if you don't have the set and you want to try a few out, I would highly recommend going to their website and just trying a few. The shipping's not too bad either. I think it was about £1.50, so you know, it's not a huge amount. But yeah, these are just fantastic, and I'm so pleased to finally have replacements for them, so I don't have to, you know, be really careful with the the amount I'm using the pencils. With those. And then shops finally opened again in the UK, so I was going to various places, especially during the Easter holidays, and I found some really good deals. So firstly, at TK Maxx, which I think it's TJ Maxx in the US, I found these Illustrator Spectrum Noir dual tip brush markers, and they were £6 instead of £13, although I'm sure I've seen them for more than this. The set of markers that I have, which is the only set I really have, they are all chisel tipped, and they also do have some pastel colours but not that many. And what really interested me about these was the fact that they were brush tipped, so they were comparable to the few Copic pens that I do have. And Spectrum Noir I've seen people use a lot, but I haven't really tried many of their products before, and yeah, they really interested me. So I will just quickly swatch these out for you. We have the purple, and the brush tip is amazing. They're definitely comparable to the Copics, except obviously they are a bit cheaper, which is always nice. My favourite colours are probably the blue and purple. I really love them. The green isn't really what I would call a pastel green, but it's lovely nevertheless, and I'm looking forward to trying these out more on a page, although I do use markers a lot for, you know, just generally doodling or doing a card or something like that. So you have the brush tip, which is very flexible, and then also the small bullet tip, which is a really nice size, and they are hexagonal, and they all have names and numbers as well. So it's a really nice 6 set. I have seen other sets of these, but this was the set that interested me most because, you know me, I love pastel colours and they're lovely. So they are the Spectrum Noir markers. Also on a very good deal were these Calligraphy manuscript lettering set. These were originally meant to be £25–30, and I'd seen them around and always thought that, you know, they look great, but they were very expensive. And I have got into calligraphy and, you know, tried to develop my own style, and these I think were down to about £7, which is amazing. So in this set you do get 10 brush tipped markers and 20 fine liner slash like highlighter chisel tip markers. The brush tip ones are alcohol based, which I didn't realise actually at first, but you get two ends both that are brush tips. So you get a bigger brush which isn't quite as flexible as the other alcohol markers, and then you get a really small brush tip as well. So the ones actually that I prefer using are the highlighter end sorts of ones. I'm trying to find for you one of my favourite colours, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. So you have a normal fine liner tip, which I think is about 0.4, I'm not sure if it says, and then you have a highlighter end as well, which is actually very long, and you can do normal kind of calligraphy with them, but I've also been trying to just see what I can do. They're lovely and they were at a really good price. So lots of these things that I did get in various sales, obviously you might not be able to get for the same price, but I thought it would be good to just share with you what I have found. So I think they're great. They're lovely. Oh, let me keep that to the side. I then went to an art shop, which I love, and picked up a couple of things. I got a MT masking tape, washi tape, and this is white, but it has gold dots. And I love picking these up. I love these washi tapes. They're my favourites. And I also got this Pentel Click eraser, and I have the Derwent battery eraser. Recently it's been playing up a bit and not really going at the fastest speed, even though I just put new batteries in. And also, I'm not sure if you can see the difference, but the size of the eraser is a lot bigger on the Pentel one, and I wanted to try it out because I used to have click erasers all the time and I loved them. And Pentel's a really good brand and I've been using it a lot and really like it. So you just click it up to use and then down, and really like those. I also needed to get some replacement cotton wool buds, but I actually found in Superdrug some different sized ones, or different shape. Usually I use these ones which just have kind of curved ends, and they're great, but these ones are now my new favourites. They are pretty much the same amount in terms of price, but you don't get quite as many in the actual set. But the reason I like these ones is because both of the ends are different. You have a really pointy end, which is good for really small areas, and then you also have this end, which is kind of like a spoon size. I don't really know how to describe it, but what these are great for is for covering a big area really quickly, but still keeping it really precise. And I love them. I used them a lot when I was doing my Carolina Kupakowska pages, and I got this cute zip up wallet from my cousins. And what I've done is I've kept the ones that I've already used in here so that I can reuse them, because I tend to use lots of the same colours. So with these, as you can see, you just well, what I do is I rub onto the pastel and then just rub onto the paper, and they're really good. I love them. One of my new favourite tools for pastels. Really like those. And then there were some amazing sales on at Paperchase and WH Smith. I will show you the things that I got from WH Smith first. I believe it's just a brand that's in the UK, so unfortunately I'm not sure if you would necessarily be able to buy these anywhere else. And also it does depend which WH Smith you go into. I haven't seen this stuff in any other one. It's just so happened that they've been there at the right time when I've been there. Each shop kind of has their own things that they put on sale. One thing that I did get from WH Smith that weren't on sale were these blender pens by Derwent. Joanna Basford has been using these quite a lot recently, and actually when I first started getting into adult colouring I did use these pens, but I used them up on a whole page because I did them on a background, and I do regret doing that. But I thought they were amazing at the time and I wanted to try them again and just see what I could do with them. So you do get two sizes, and I think these were £4, which isn't bad going considering it's Derwent. So you have the bigger nib, which is white, and if you want to get rid of the excess colour you just rub them onto a piece of paper before you start your new section of colouring. And you also have the smaller bullet tip, which is brown. I'm not really sure why they're different colours, but the brown one still comes up clear. It's not like you would get a weird brown colour onto your paper. It's nothing like that. But I think these are really good. And if you go on to Joanna's blending videos, she's shared lots of the different blending tools she likes, and these are one specific thing that she does rave about and like. So I would recommend those. And then the other things I got from WH Smith, as I said, were all sale items for ridiculous prices. I kind of feel bad that I managed to pick them up for this price. Firstly, I got these decoupage papers. These aren't for colouring, but I do love using these for collage and scrapbooking and things like that. You get 5 sheets in these packs. They're collection packs. You get 1 sheet of each, and then these you get 3 sheets of the same design. This was £1 and this was £1.50, I think, and usually these go for about £3 or £4 each at least. And then I also found an empty washi tape from the Rich Smith for £1. Usually they're about £3. I think I paid £3 for this one. These personally for me are the best washi tapes you can get. They are the best quality, and you get 10 meters usually with them, which is a lot. So yeah, did really well finding that. And then also you have to look quite carefully for pens and things, because usually they're just in random pots under loads of stuff if they were in the clearance, which is where all of these were. So I found quite a few interesting things which I wasn't expecting to find. I found a yellow Posca pen for 20p. Most of these were 20p each, 20 or 30. a Kohinoor magic pencil. I've seen these around a lot before and I've always wanted to try them, so we have that. A white gel pen, which is a Pilot's gel pen, and I have the gold and silver ones of these, and again 20p for those. And a Derwent watercolour pencil in olive green, and the Derwent Pro Colour gunmetal, both 20p each. And then I actually did pay full price for this one, which is the Derwent Drawing Chinese White, because lots of people have been saying that this is the best white pencil, and I really like the Holbein one, but I wanted to see how this compared, and I don't have any of the Derwent Drawing pencils in the 24 set, I think it is, so I wanted to give that a try. So they are the things that I found, which were just at bargain prices at W.H. Smith. And then these are the things that I got from Paperchase. So Paperchase had a further 50% sale on all of their sale items. So their sale originally was 50% off, and then there was a further 50%, so you're basically getting 75% off everything. I firstly got some wrapping paper. This is their woodland theme. Lots of this doesn't necessarily have to do with colouring, but it's still stationery stuff. This was 20p a sheet, which is amazing. It's a lovely woodland theme. I have a weekly organiser planner in this same design, and I think I got 4 sheets. Yeah, maybe they were 25p each. Either way, it was 4 sheets for £1, which I just thought was an absolute steal, and it's meant to be a lot more than that. And the reason they had the sales is just to get rid of old stock, which is why they were basically giving stuff away for free. They were such good value. I think in the end at Paperchase I ended up paying about £8 when I should have paid at least, well, about 35. I got some hole reinforcers. I use these all the time for my folders, and also they make quite nice stickers as well. So yeah, these were all 25p each instead of 50. So I saved massively on those. I also have some present seals. These again were 25p each. I've got some lovely rose gold ones, and then these packs had 16, and there were 8 gold and 8 silver as well, so those are lovely. I got these tattoos, which I use this sort of thing as kind of transfers. So I do the same principle. Obviously with these temporary tattoos you have to wet the back and then put it onto the paper, but I don't actually use these as tattoos. I use them kind of like embellishments or stickers. These were originally £7.50 and I got them for £2.50 because it was another 50%. And then I got some sticky tabs, which again were 25p. I was using these in my recent completed pages, and I thought they were really pretty. And finally I got some tissue paper, which I'm always using when I'm giving things to people. White is my preferred colour, just because I think it's really clean and fresh. Yeah, again, 10 sheets, 50p, and then we have these lovely ones. This has little gold sequins, silver sequins in, and this one has gold, but they're not actual sequins. It's kind of just printed onto the tissue paper. Yeah, so they are the things I managed to basically get for almost nothing from Paperchase. And the final thing that I got were these gel pens from Typo. Now, I never usually go to Typo, but I saw these silver gel pens and they were 3 for £3, which in this case was basically 3 for 2 because they were £1.50 each anyway. And I think that these are amazing. They are very glittery in comparison to the Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic pens. I think they're just as sparkly. The thing that I like about this one is that it's silver as a base, so like your silver metallic gel pens, but then it also has the silver glitter. So it's a mix between a glitter gel pen and a metallic gel pen. And let me just show you what it's like up against the Uniball Signo silver. The difference between these is that the Uniball Signo one has silver glitter, and that's it, and it's kind of white underneath. Whereas the Typo one is a silver base with the silver glitter, so it's slightly different. And I think that they are very similar in terms of the glitteriness. They're amazing. So yeah, I just thought I would share with you those as well. So that is everything that I purchased this month. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's very fun sharing with you all of those deals, especially that I managed to get. And again, I'm so thankful for the things that were sent to me. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to share lots of this with you on the channel in the future. So yeah, thank you so much all for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Take care everyone, bye.